Hey guys, Von Baden here. To do a tutorial on this mask, this will cover the rough construction, and we'll do a video later on for the painting, but I think that came out looking pretty cool. There is some elements that I want to add to it, but we'll get to that in just a little bit. So stay tuned.
Hey guys, Von Baden back with another tutorial for you. Today we are going to do a Scarecrow mask. Just kind of get you an idea where I'm at. I took my head bust that I had all the clay on that dried out and cracked. So I cleaned most of it off, and I didn't want to seal it up again because I know it's coming to the end of its life. But we can deal with that on a different video. What I wanted to do was give me some protection from the burlap here rubbing on my face and irritating my face. So I took pieces of felt, and right here, there we go, now I got it on the camera, is my Mod Podge. I took and glued it down over the tinfoil. I figured that would be another good way to go to protect the head bust, and a little bit easier cleanup than trying to chisel clay off and then recoat it with the Mod Podge to seal it up. But I didn't really care how lumpy this was or whatnot. I just kind of wanted to get a layer of protection. So then after that, I wanted to have, and it's not going to stay on there, I need both hands, but sorry about the bouncing around. I wanted to put this mask underneath it, and what'll end up happening is this will get fixed on there. And I have right here the hood that will go over all of that, which it's not wanting to let me do. Probably should have rethought how I was gonna set this up. But anyways, that will go over that, and I will show in the next video, I promise it won't be bouncing around as much, and I will show where I'm at with the hood on there and the mask. So be back in just a few minutes. Thank you. Hey guys, Von Baden back. Take you through the next bit of this construction. A few things. We'll go over what I'm going to do for the painting later in our video. Some things that I had to change up on the fly with that, but nonetheless, what we have here is the back. This will end up getting laced up. This actually, I don't want to try to put it on because it's a pain in the butt to get on and off in front of the camera, but this actually goes down past the shoulder. What I'm going to show you is how to attach the second one, so when these are together, they'll lace up down the back to close up the back. Now, because I wanted this to be kind of rugged looking and whatnot, I didn't want it to look all pretty and all that, I will show you how I actually went about sewing this up using a twine type string to sew this. And what I'm using to pinch these closed are these wonderful little pins that are used for, I believe, counting stitching and crocheting and knitting projects, and they work really well for this. But what I'm doing is I'm taking the flap that I made and I'm pinning it. I'll show you what that looks like. I'll take it through a few stitches, and then, like I said, we'll come back at a later point for the painting aspect of this. So like I said, the original plan was I was going to use the heat gun and actually heat the burlap up, give it more of a burnt look, and try to see what that ended up coming out like. And it apparently my heat gun doesn't get hot enough to burn this. I didn't want to set it on fire with actually using fire. One point I should make, if you decide that you do want to make one of these and you're using burlap, you might want to make sure that you have some water and a sponge nearby in case it does spark up, because this stuff is very flammable. Here is twine or jute to do this. Right here, and what I've done is I've pinned this over into a flap, so when I stitch it, I'll get this nice raised look, and then later I'll go over this and paint it, and so we'll get into a painting on a later video. I don't want to make these things extremely long. So what I'm using to sew this is this little nifty knitting tool, crocheting tool for tucking ends of it. It's not sharp, it's kind of dull, but it's got enough of a point that it will go through this fairly easy. So you're just going to thread it on like you would a regular sewing needle and thread. And the thing you want to make sure with this is that when you start it, you want to start it deep enough into the material that it won't pull out, because this burlap will open up and fray on you if you don't put hems and things like that in there. So give you a better view. All I'm doing is, really no rhyme or reason. I don't really measure it out. I just kind of go to where it's gonna keep it attached there, give it a nice rugged look there, and do that a few times to give you a better better view of that. And then when we do get to the painting, everything I'm going to do is going to be a watered down paint to give it more of an aged look. Because if you go in with solid paint on this, it's going to look weird. They have really super solid saturated color and then nothing. So if you take your acrylic paints and you get them wet, water them down, you can get more of a washed out look. But we'll get to all those aspects of it in the next video. But there's a little bit right there. And that is about it. This is more of that leather, pleather, whatever you want to call it, material that I use to make coin pouches / coin purse. And the burlap was something I had bought for the other mask that didn't work the way I was hoping it would. So thinking on the fly, which is a crucial thing. I should probably make a video about going in directions on the fly, but that's for a different video as well. So nonetheless, there you guys go. And then I'll end up painting this and kind of wash it out and go lighter as I go. Lace it up the back, and this will be good for show. Alright? So, if this is your first time to my channel, you enjoyed this, hit that like button. If you want to see some magic, hit the subscribe button. Got any questions? Maybe something you're interested in seeing my take on it? By all means, leave a comment down below. And I will see you on the next video.